Alright guys, today's another day. Let's see if we can get this top end back on. I got some parts here, straight from Honda. Let's see, where is it? We got a new tensioner. This could have been the culprit, why we have bent valves. So I went ahead and just got a new one. I didn't want to reuse the other one, just in case it happens again. Got 2 new intake valves. Alright, part number. This is the part number for the tensioner. Got a tensioner bolt, screw. This is the valve cover bolt that was missing. Just went ahead and got one of those. This is the dowel pins for the cam. Part number. Got 2 of them just to replace it. So this is just a little bolt for the case I was missing. Just the other one. These are the 2 bolts for the tensioner. This is the tensioner gasket, O-ring, clutch cable here, and then the top end gasket kit here, straight from Honda. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get this together, and I got my handy dandy tool here. Take the valve springs, and then I got this just to check the bore to make sure that this is the correct head gasket going on. I think it's stock bore. It just has a high compression piston in it, so I'm gonna check that. It's just a janky one, but that's all we got for now. So I'm pretty sure it's stock bore. This guy used Namura head gasket. Looks fairly new, like it hasn't been used that much, but I'm not gonna reuse this just because I've never heard of this brand. So yeah, let's get to it, guys. So there's no need to replace that. Put that off to the side. Alright, we need to get this thing out. This old dowel pin. See if I can. Yep, it comes right out. Just like that. You can see it's pretty damaged. Even though I ordered 2. See if this one comes right out. Yeah, this one comes right out. Alright. Looks alright. Not too damaged. I'm gonna replace it anyway. Open up the other one. Alright, so compared. I mean, this one looks a little worn out, which could be bad if it wears out too much, so I'm just gonna replace both of them. Yeah, let's go ahead and start cranking these. Oh, this is the intake side. Alright, these are the two valves that I'm going to be replacing. As you can see, there's damage right there, right there, right there, right there, and this is where the valve was touching the piston. So I'm gonna replace these two. These look fine, they were sealing up just fine. I'll probably end up lapping them all, but I'll just replace these two and then clean the deck surface, and then should be fine. I'll just send it and see if it cranks up. Let's go. Alright, so I got my tool here, my valve compression spring tool. I'm just gonna tighten this down. Oops. It's my first time using this thing. I got it off of eBay for like 20 bucks. Alright. So I got my tool here. I'm gonna start with the both of the intake valves. All right, now when I turn this clockwise, it's gonna tighten down on this, which is in turn gonna clamp down on the spring, and then I'll be able to get the retainers out. So here. Keepers look fine. Alright, now once you got that out, be careful not to unravel this too fast because these springs are still under tension. You don't want these things to pop off and fly out. Just take your time. I'll be replacing the valve seals as well, just because I'm already in here. I'm not sure if these things are burning oil or not. Alright. No. The valve hat just fell off. That. Springs. Those aren't cracked or anything. Look in decent shape. And the valve should just slide right on out now. Yep. Alright, and that's that one. This is the intake one that was bent. Probably won't be able to see it just from looking at it like this. Actually, I can kind of see it, but maybe you won't be able to tell on camera. Yeah. That's that one. Alright, and that's it. Right out. Doesn't look like the valve seal was burning oil, but I'll probably end up changing it anyway. We'll go on to the next one. That's what it looks like after. Alright guys, I just found something that's tragic right here. I didn't see this before. It was dark out, but right here there appears to be a lot of damage on this face. One thing I can do now is see if there's any light coming through. Hope that there's not. Alright guys, so I got both of the valves lapped. There's no light coming through. Probably end up getting a new cylinder head because this one is pretty ate up. But I'm gonna go ahead and start installing these valves, valve springs and stuff, and see if I can't get this thing put back together. Guess I didn't need a rubber nut. Just like that, guys, all the valves are back in. Alright guys, I'm looking for light. I don't see any. Like, we are in business, bro. Alright, I'm just using 1200 grit. Put that back together. That toolkit. Probably not the best thing to do. But I'm just using what I got for me. Alright guys, so it says 33 foot-pounds on each one, star pattern. I have a torque wrench in 3/8 inch-pounds, and the equivalent is 396 inch-pounds. So I just rounded to 400 because there's no exact 396 on here, so. Just gonna put it 396 and never hurts to double check, guys. Last thing you want is lose compression. You be chasing something that you made your own mistake on. Yep. Alright. Good to go. And when you get done with your torque wrench, make sure you always take the tension off of it, because old schoolers say that it messes with the torque wrench values, because the spring is always compressed, so the spring gets weaker and doesn't give you the correct value. So just make sure you do that. Alright guys, I'm ready to install this cam. Got the head bolts tightened down. I got the crank in position with the timing mark lined up, the T. I got the lobes facing downwards. The bearings on. Let's see if we can. Alright. And next, put the cam bolt on. Then we're gonna make sure this thing is still in time. Let's see the line marks. Marks are still lined up. Alright guys, so had some tragic stuff happen. I dropped one of my tools down inside the cam chain guide, and I spent quite a bit of time trying to fish that out. I finally got it out. I thought I was gonna have to pull the head and the case back off, but I ended up getting it. So now I've got it all in time, and now I'm gonna try to install this cam chain guide. I'm sorry, the tensioner. If I can get this thing to line up. I'm trying to do it at an angle here. Honda gave me this little plastic piece here. I don't know. Oh, okay. It holds the timing cane. Okay, cool. All right. Alright guys, so as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but got the cams right there. I got the upper mark right there. Let me come over here. That thing is not lined up with the T, but if you line this up, I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid. You move it, you see the T right there, line up with the mark. The T is like right in between the top of the T is right in between. And if you come over here and look at this, it seems like this line closest, or the right side, is just a smidge higher than the left side. Now I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. The manual says the lines are supposed to be flush. But if I move this thing one more tooth, then that's just gonna move it. The left side is gonna be a smidge higher than the right side. So I'm assuming this is, correct. So I'm gonna send it. I turned it over. I don't feel any valve piston clearance issues, but that could be different once I start it up. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm gonna throw this rocker arm cover back on and be that much closer, maybe the exhaust and then the carburetor. And then we'll try to give it a start. Alright guys, so last thing we left out on, we were having trouble starting this thing. I don't think I got that on camera. So, see the lights on. When I try to start it, the starter is not. See, starter solenoid is just clicking. So I got a new one here, straight from Honda. I'm gonna replace it, see what happens. The starter's not turning, so I figured it was this. So let's replace this and then see if this starter will turn over.